Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my weekly vlog, which I actually haven't done in a week and a half. I wouldn't say it's been chaotic, but I did some traveling and so on and so forth. And of course, procrastination, which doesn't help, but there you go. So basically, this is going to be a 2 week episode. As like I said, my trip to Vancouver took a lot out of me. So, yeah, and I'm not sure what the title for this episode is going to be. Maybe, you know, traveling hard, procrastinating harder, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so this will probably just drop today. As soon as this gets done, I'll drop it today. Today's Thursday. They usually drop on Mondays. I'll drop another one this upcoming, maybe not this upcoming Monday. Maybe I might skip a week. I'm quite busy. Because of all that procrastination, that means I have to do a lot of work in the next week and a half, which is my own fault. So yeah, so like I said, last week I went to Terminal City Tabletop Board Game Convention. It was my first board game convention, and it was pretty awesome. They didn't have too many vendors, so I didn't spend too much money there. I bought some used games. I bought Stroganoff. I bought the game we're looking at right now, which is My Little Scythe. I also bought Libertalia. I mostly play solo, but I really wanted these games. Like I said, I also design games, as you well know, and I really like looking at game mechanics when I'm looking at games. And Libertalia really interested me. It does have a solo mode. We'll check it out, but it looks like a game that would be better at higher player counts, 4 or 5 for sure. And the reason I actually got My Little Scythe is, just first because it's a good-looking little game, and I love miniatures. But also because Adam in Wales did a episode about streamlining your games, and he talked about a lot, but he talked about My Little Scythe and how it's like a sort of extremely streamlined version of Scythe, which is I think it's a heavy Euro game. Heavy Euro gamers would call it medium, maybe, I don't know. But for me, in my experience, where I mostly like medium games. I prefer medium light games as well, and this is a light game. I mean, there is some things you need to learn to play, but it's all really simple. It's a really streamlined, like extremely streamlined version of Scythe. Like it wouldn't even be a tutorial for Scythe. It's an excellent little game. Definitely the solo is okay. But what's really great about this one is there's way more interaction than in Scythe, and battles can take place quite a bit easier than in Scythe. Like with Scythe, there's a lot of. It's hard to get those battle points and the cards unless you have a faction that gets cards easily. The cards aren't so easy to come by in Scythe, and building up your track for battle doesn't come easy either. Even if you focus on it, at most you could battle twice. But whereas with this game, you can build up your pies fairly quickly. You can pick up the cards fairly quickly. The game's fast though, so you have to be careful. But you can definitely battle more, which I think is more in the family weight game where you're playing with kids. I think that's more important. Kids love battle games. They love rolling dice, and I just love the way the resources go out, where you just roll the dice and put the resources out, and so you're just sort of going. And it goes, like I said, it's a solo game. It's like a half an hour. Whereas I played Scythe solo, and that's not a half an hour. It's a long game, and there's a lot of things to think about. Where this game is just a bit fun. I really think it's well designed. I think it's. I wish there was a score track, because you just win when you get 4 bonuses. Either that, or like I said, I know the expansion has 5, which I think would make it better. I've heard mixed reviews of the expansion, and honestly, this is such a simple game. I don't know if I even want to get the expansion, just because I enjoyed it. I got it on sale. I didn't pay full price. I got it at the used or the swap and shop or whatever it's called at the convention. So I didn't pay full price, but I still paid a bit for it. But still, I'm glad I got it, and it'll stay in my collection because I'm going to paint the minis, and I think it's a good game. I wish it wasn't so cutesy, because it's a good crossover game. I think it's a good gateway game. Yeah, because it sort of has elements of like medium white Euros and sort of modern board gaming, but it's in a package that is really sort of easy to understand and sort of easy to get. You move. That's it. Move 1, move 2. Deliver. So you're in a way you're fulfilling orders. Everybody has the same orders. The bonuses are really simple and straightforward. You move up the track for this, you move down the track for that. You can fight. It's really simple. It wouldn't be hard to teach, and hopefully I'll get to teach it some one of these days. Yeah, so over the last 2 weeks, basically, like I said, I went on a trip. I got back. My back was, I really hurt my back. It's because I was walking so much. When I was in Vancouver, I walked a lot. And as you guys know, I don't walk at all, hardly. And so my last day went out. I had a lot to do on my last day too, because I had to like get art supplies. Oh, I got art supplies. I went to Opus, and I got some art supplies for a project I'll be doing this summer. I'm pretty excited about. And, this and that. And I went to Rain City Games, and I bought a couple games. I bought Teotihuacan, City of the Gods, and what else did I buy? Anyway, I can't remember what else I bought. I bought a couple games, new games, because I wanted to, because I hadn't quote unquote spent the money I budgeted. So I was like, oh, I have extra money, and so I actually bought a pair of Skechers as well, those new slip-ons that they've been advertising, and those are expensive, but I don't regret it. They're good. I like slip-on shoes. Remember when I was young and like I used to get in trouble, I would never like adjust my shoes to slip on. Like I would always tie them up tightly, because I always thought if I have to run away from somebody or run after someone, I need to be able to go, and so my shoes have to be like tightly fitting. And that was my logic. That was why I wore it. And then as I got older, and people stopped messing with me. It wasn't necessary. And honestly, I'm not running anywhere. If someone wants to come after me, I'm gonna stand and fight or standing cower or whatever. But I'm not running. And if you run away from me, I'll let you go. I'm like, all right, go. I'm not chasing after you. Have a good day. Be well, sir. Be well. Anyway, so yeah, so like I said, this is gonna be a really casual vlog, like I said, because I've kind of been into it. It's really amazing. Like I think about, I enjoy these vlogs, and I have to remind myself that these are for me. Like I feel like there's this like globulous audience out there, and I don't have an audience. Like a couple of people have watched these. I haven't looked at how long. Maybe they're just watching a few minutes and turn it off. Maybe there's nobody watching this but me. But that's the point. Is that I made these for me, and I started these for myself to keep myself in check, to have something every week to look back on and be like, okay, well, I failed this week, or I succeeded this week, or what did I fail at? What did I achieve? What didn't I achieve? And so I'm making these for myself as a way of and it's a journal in many senses. Not too personal though, because this is going out on the internet, and some thoughts should be private. Anyway, so like I said, so this is about my weight loss journey. This is about my game design journey, my art journey. This is really about keeping myself in check. And for some reason, I got this idea that I have this sort of audience out there has these expectations, and I having trouble meeting them. Blah blah blah. And then it's like, no, I don't have an audience. And even if I did, it doesn't matter. Like these are for me. Like I have to. These are to keep myself in check, to keep my brain going, keep, motivating myself to do the things I need to do to, get better. Like I'm having issues with my life, and I need to get better. And it's so funny. I got into a text conversation with a friend of mine, and she was talking about how she was procrastinating and with this or with that. And she's like, "What about you? Are you procrastinating with anything?" I'm like, "My life, like my whole life is procrastination. I'm officially part of the procrastination nation. Like my whole life is just sitting there in front of me, and there's a lot of success sitting there in front of me, and I'm just wasting away and not taking advantage of any of it. And it's so against like my whole philosophy I've had throughout my life, of where I've always said like luck and opportunity are there for everyone, but you have to be ready to take advantage of it. Like when I was younger, there was a few breaks that came my way that I didn't take advantage of because I just wasn't prepared. Like I could have become a professional artist way sooner than I did, but I just wasn't. I was partying and stuff, and I didn't see the opportunities I had. And I didn't see it, and I just wasn't wasn't willing to do the work to get there. And and hard work has always been a part of my life. Like I've always said that, like if I'm not working 60 hours a week, then I may as well go get a regular job. And I used to say that to myself, and now I'm sitting here and I feel like I've achieved this thing where it's like, well, I can't go get a regular job now. I've come too far, blah blah blah. It's like this pride that sort of has, this pride that has stopped me. I remember I met this actor when I was a young actor at one time. I was an actor for like a year or two. I met this actor, and he was a Vancouver-based actor, and he'd been in a few like TV shows. Like, he wasn't famous or anything, and I don't think he's famous now. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in years. But we talked about like he wasn't working, he didn't have any money, and I was like, well, why don't you do extra work? And he's like, I can't do that. I was like, why? He's like, he's like, I've done too much. Like I've established myself. I can't go backwards. And even though I think he's right, it's still pride. Like, in the end of the day, like, you got to put food on your table. You can't just be borrowing money off your friends all the time or sleeping on people's couches, or maybe you do for your dream. But you got to figure something out. And I'm at that point right now. It's like, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. That's going backwards. But honestly, I don't even need to go backwards. I need to. Even if I'm not moving forward, I can move, sideways. Like, I can apply for grants. There's all kinds of things I can do to make a living at this, and I'm not doing any of it. And so, yeah, so making these blogs is important because it makes me think about these things, and it makes me push myself. And so honestly, like, I almost want to do one of these at the end of each day, like a 5-minute one, but I'm not going to. But I need to do a check-in at the end of each day, I think, and make sure I'm getting shit done. Because like, I have to carve that mask. I have to carve that mask, and it's sitting there. It's on my bench, and I walk by and I look at it, and I don't do anything. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's me ranting on about me not, taking advantage of my potential or my opportunities, blah blah blah. That's gonna stop. Collaborate and listen. Anyway, yeah. So the game I'm playing this week is My Little Scythe. Scythe. I like saying Scythe. I know it's pronounced Scythe, but I like Scythe. My Little Scythe. I've often done that in my life where I mispronounce words on purpose. And it makes me sound stupid to people when they hear it. I know they're thinking, oh, this guy's an idiot, but he doesn't know how to pronounce things. But I do it on purpose. I don't even care if they think I'm stupid. Because I think it's so funny. Anyway, sometimes my friends will get mad at me. They're like, you're pronouncing it wrong. It makes you sound stupid. Like, you're not stupid. I'm like, I don't care. It's funny. Anyway, yeah, I've done that often in my life. Yeah, it's called the verbal hint method. If they think you're stupid, they'll never know you're actually secretly the villain. Anyway, so so for health and fitness, like I said, I was in Vancouver last week and walked my face off, and I went for a walk the other day, but that's about it. I mean, honestly, I didn't do much, and it's still way more than I usually do. So I guess that's a good week. I'm not going to do a weigh-in this week. I didn't do one last week. I'm going to wait a week or two because I was traveling and blah, 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 and eating like crap. It's not going to help me. There's a point where weighing yourself doesn't help. So my food journal is in 2 weeks, so I'm just going to go through it really quickly. The first Monday is eggs, toast, sandwiches, and noodlikins. Tuesday, toast, jam, hot dogs, chili, cupcakes, and buns. I went to like a fundraiser, and they had all those kinds of stuff. It was amazing. I also bought fried bread. So Wednesday for breakfast I had fried bread and some sandwiches. I had chow mein for dinner. And then I had toast, banana and muffin, hamburger, fries, and milkshake. Eeks. Friday, cereal, toast, sandwich, cookies. Saturday, this is when I was in Vancouver. Saturday, croissant muffin, McDonald's, fried chicken, and fries. Sunday, bagel, a muffin, a wrap, a scone, and then hamburgers for dinner. And then Monday for lunch I had New York fries, which was so good. I haven't had that in ages. I love getting their hot dogs and the veggie cheese fries, which is amazing. I had sushi for dinner. Oh my god, it was so good. I love sushi. I ordered too much though. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. I literally ate accumulated the one extra order I ordered, which was like $12, and I didn't eat it basically. What a waste. Then I had some nachos and a scone. Then I had a chocolate bar for an evening. Then Tuesday was the day I traveled back, so I had a muffin, chicken sandwich and fries, chicken nuggets and toast, croissant, and a chocolate bar. Well, I got some chocolate bars from Purdy's when I was in Vancouver. So good. Yeah, I got the. Anyway, I'll get back to it later. Wednesday, sausage sandwich for breakfast, some itchy bands, hamburgers, and craft dinner for dinner, and then a chocolate bar. Thursday, I had some leftover pizza, some chow mein, spaghetti buns, and I had some buns. Oh, I got some fresh buns from that fundraiser. It was so good. Friday, I had toast, hamburgers, fries, pork chops, rice, and mushroom sauce. So Friday, I guess I went out for lunch. Oh, I did. I went with my mom. It was great. Saturday, I had eggs, toast, bacon, chili dogs, banana bread. Oh my god, I defrosted some chili with my hot dogs. It was so good. Sunday, I had eggs and toast for breakfast, cereal and toast for lunch, chili dogs again, banana bread and bread. I made banana bread. Art projects I'm working on. I haven't really done any work on any sort of art projects the last 2 weeks. So yeah, that sucks. I gotta get on it. I bought art supplies, so I guess that's good. Games I'm working on. I'm mostly just writing stuff down. I got some more ideas for my area control game, and I ordered a bunch of things from Amazon to make a prototype. Because it sounds good, but I feel like there's something missing. I need to make the prototype to check it out. But I think it could be a fun little game. We'll see. You don't know until you make something. It's fun. It's fun to write all these ideas down, but you really have to actually make a prototype. Even if you're just testing it by yourself, you can't see what isn't going to work in real life. And you really got to get play testers because it makes a big difference. Oh, I got some feedback on my playtest for the print-to-play game I made. I sent that out to a few people, and I got some feedback on that, and it's really great. The places where I thought there was going to be issues, there were issues, and I got some good ideas on how to fix it. It's the two-player mode. The two-player mode was always kind of wasn't great. I had one playtester who played it a couple times at two-player, and he told me some of the issues, and oh my god, I was so happy. And then I have another friend, she playtested with her 2 kids and her husband, he's my friend too, Rob and Marcia, and so she gave me feedback on that, and it was really great. Most of the feedback was with the rulebook and the videos I made, which were okay. I knew the rulebook, and I knew they both needed work. Obviously, a rulebook's always going to need work, but and just some of the things that weren't clear. So I'm gonna rewrite the rulebook, and I'm gonna make some more videos for playthroughs. I'm gonna make a short. Yeah, I'll just make a video for playthroughs. I'll make it clear that there's and I'll talk. I think this time, last time it was just text, but I'll make it clear that there's a difference between each player mode. If I talk, it's easier to do. I'll have the words on the screen as well. Yeah, so that's good. So I'm gonna do by the end of hopefully by next week, I'm gonna send things out for the second round of playtesting for the print to play game. But I'm really happy with it. I think it's a good game. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Like I said, I was also working on got some ideas for a few other games here and there. Oh, and my Bougie Auntie game, I got a great idea for something I think it was missing. It's a simple game. It's a card game. I think it'll be a really beautiful game. I think that could sell it on its own, but I think the game around it's quite good. It's not like a huge game. It's a short game. It's a medium light game, but I think it's a good one. So the games I played this week, like I said, I was at Terminal City Tabletop Convention, so I played quite a few games. I didn't really take any pictures though. So I played Castles of Burgundy with 3 other players. It was really amazing. It's kind of slow. When I play by myself, it's solo. It's fast. So I got to work on that. I played Dwellings of Eldervale, and that was really slow. My God, I can't believe how long that game is in real life. Even solo, it's so much faster. I played Takenoko, which was really fun. I really enjoyed that game, man. I want to get that one. It's a really fun little puzzle. It's fun playing with other people. It's when we played with the big version, which is unnecessary, I think. But most deluxe things are unnecessary. They're just cool, and I have to say it was super cool. I'd like to get that one. I played Fractured Sky. It's a good game. I think it's overproduced. I don't think you need everything. If I have a chance to get it in retail, I think I probably will. If it's at a reasonable price. I played Mistwind, not to be mistaken for Mythwind. Mistwind as well. I played it with one of the game. Well, I didn't play with the game designer. I played with his partner in the company and in life, I think. And she was really good at teaching. It's a really simple game. It's a fun game. There's a lot to it. Again, we played the deluxe version, and I don't think I need to get the deluxe version for that one either. I think I will get that one in retail. I really enjoyed it. It's an excellent game. It's got everything is simple, but there's a lot of it. So you can learn it quite easily, and I think if you played through it once, you'd understand the basic strategy, and you could play it. And I sort of played Rainforest. I ordered that game online, but the guy was in today, and I could tell the guy was super tired, and he just wasn't into like playing it. Yeah, and I also played a game by the designer of Harrow County. I'm not sure if I'd be into those games. They're basically just logic puzzles where you're sort of trying to figure out like there's sort of a way of you're finding resources, and there's sort of a way of finding them. They have like a little key, and you have to say like, okay, well, if this and this is here, then this tells you what's there. So sort of apply that to the different puzzles. I think that'll actually make a great solo puzzle. I'll probably buy. I don't think I'll buy Harrow County, but I think the game that he was promoting there, I think that would be a good solo game. I think I would buy that one. I also played a bunch of prototypes. I don't know how many prototypes I played. Quite a few. It was fun, and it was fun just talking with designers. And honestly, though, I think I was a bad playtester because I kept telling them how they could fix it, and man, and all these like videos I saw about playtesting is like good playtesters just tell you what they don't like, and they let you figure out how to fix it. But I was all over it. Like I don't go out and socialize very much, so the chance to sit around and talk to people is actually was fun for me, and so that's what I did. And so I kept on giving him advice and telling him what to do. It was terrible. Like I gotta, sometimes you gotta keep your mouth shut, and I should have kept my mouth shut. Yeah, and so channels I watched. It's been 2 weeks. I watched a whole bunch of stuff. I watched, Board Game Co., Board Game Garden, Dice Tower, Brothers Murph, some other random channels, the Noble Knights channel with that the blonde lady. I watched a bit of the Foster the Meeple telethon. Yeah, when those two together, they have a lot of chemistry. They already have charisma, but they definitely have a lot of chemistry with each other. It really makes watching their channel enjoyable. Yeah, so for my goals for next week, main goal number 1: carve my face off. I need to carve that mask, get it sanded and get it painted and get it out the freaking door. I got an extension to April 10th. I could probably switch it to 11th or 12th, so I got about 2 weeks to finish it. And I can do it in 2 weeks if I just work. I also need to exercise more, and I need to do a little bit of painting for the back of the mask, do my practicing. I'll do that last, the painting of the mask. Yeah, and that's about it. I also need to work on my business plan for my business course. Yeah, so final score of this game, I won, 4 spots to 2 spots, I guess. And yeah, and so now the artwork of the week. So for this week, I thought I'd just do something a little bit different. A little while back, I did a. Oh, let me take a look at this. A little while back, I did some vest designs for my mom for our clan. I'm from Luxgeek, Wilp Luxgeek. It's not Wilp Luxgeek, it's Wilp Gogans, but it means the eagle, house of the eagles. So we're sort of in the eagle house. And so I did some, we were vests, so when we go to feasts, we wear vests. And so these is like the back of the design. I did a couple mock-ups with different colors. And I did design for the front of the vests, and these are them. So it was a lot of fun, and my mom really liked it. Sort of things you do for family. So yeah, so here they are. And we ended up making them. I wish I had some pictures of them made. I didn't take any pictures of it, but they turned out really great. I don't make the vest. I just design it, and my sisters and my cousins, they make the vest. So, thank you to them. And so anyway, that's it for this week, or this 2 weeks. And like I said, I'll try to be consistent, and I try to remember that this is for me, and I need to keep myself in check because, like I said, part of the procrastination nation is where I'm at, and I need to get out of it. I need to move, man. I can become a expatriate of the procrastination nation and become part of the billionaires boys club or whatever I'll call it. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, the point is I need to work harder for my success because I can succeed. I've got it in me. I know it. I've got that light. There's a light above my head. It says success, and I'm not taking advantage of it. Anyway, thank you for listening, and be well. Have a good day, and I hope you have a good day. And if you're procrastinating like me, then work hard to get out of it. And we don't do this for anyone else. I can, the point is, I could walk off the end of this earth, and No one's going to notice but my family. So who are you doing it for? You're doing it for your family because they would notice. You do it for yourself because you want to be happy. Happiness is important. You don't need to, you don't need success to be happy, but thank you for viewing my channel, and I hope you will continue to tune in. The old man once said, life is a journey, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. So this is me, stopping and looking around, because I have been missing it. These are a few of my socials. Please follow those and this channel as well. Thank you, and be well.